2A football, Adamsville is at Peabody out west. Knoxville Grace is at Marion County. Some more Purple guys, the Purple Warriors of Jasper, and we've got their head coach on the line. Ricky Ross, the first-year head coach of Marion County, joins us on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show. Coach Ross, first of all, it's good to talk to you, and thank you so much for spending time with us on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.
Oh, certainly. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
It is very good to meet you, and hope to. I'm kind of partial since Murfreesboro is in our network. I'm kind of partial to go to Oakland, but boy, more than 50% of me wants to come down to Jasper next week because you guys are going to have a dandy with Knoxville Grace, aren't you?
I believe so. I know that they went to the semis last year, and I'm kind of new to the state of Tennessee, so I don't really know a whole lot about them. I just know that they've had a really good program, and Coach, he does a really good job up there, obviously, if you're going to be in the semis 2 years in a row. So, I anticipate nothing less than, everything it'll take and then some.
Coach Ross, you did make mention of it. You are new to the state of Tennessee. You moved up here from Georgia last year. I think your wife has family in Jasper or in Marion County. What made you take the Marion County job? What was so attractive about the Marion County job?
Well, I married a lady that went to school here and graduated from here. And so, there were a few things. Obviously the opportunity for my son to get to be near his grandparents, that was fantastic. And then the other, and coming and visiting and being around, I knew that football mattered to him.
Yep.
And I felt like that, not to say that I was the right guy, but everybody wants their opportunity to give it a try. And so I spent 10 years down at Calhoun and worked for, one of the best I felt like there is, and tried to soak up as much from him as I could. And I'm not reinventing the wheel now. I took a product and a method that I learned from him, and I'm just applying it here.
Marion County 11-1 going up against Knoxville Grace. You got a big win tonight over Trousdale County. Trousdale County, one of the most historic programs in the state of Tennessee. Them and South Pittsburgh, two of the biggest programs in small division football, Class 2A, Class 1A football in the state of Tennessee, and you've got wins over both of them this year. Talk about what your kids do they know fear? Do they care who the other team is, or do they just line up and play their game?
Well, when I got here, I felt like that, everybody always builds up certain games so much, and one of the things that I felt like that I learned from Hal Lamb was that no game is more important than who we are, and so what we try to do every day is we're about us, and we want to be as great every day as we can be. And if we're great on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then Friday night we're going to be great. If our great's not good enough, then we can live with that. But we want to be as great as we can be and every day, and then Friday will be a byproduct of that. Now, obviously, there's times that maybe you put the ball on the ground and you do things like that, and then maybe we weren't great, and that would probably be a reflection of how we practiced. But we feel like if we practice great every day in the way we go about things, then Friday will be a byproduct of that.
Coach Ricky Ross, the brand new head coach of Marion County, kind enough to join us here on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard. Dennis Weaver, Josh Peterson interviewing him.
Coach, finished a great regular season, and you pick up a couple of wins in the playoffs and a good win tonight. Marion County, kind of a good football area. Talk a little bit about the atmosphere of that community right now. That I imagine you had a pretty good turnout tonight, and I know people down that way have to be pretty excited about playing this late in the year.
Oh, absolutely. We get great support from superintendent to administration to our school teachers in the building to our community. They're mega involved with our program, and so all our kids, we really talk about that we want to represent our community and our school, and that's how we play the game, and that's how we carry ourselves, and that's how we want to live our life to represent our community in a great way. And I think when we do that, they want to buy into us even more. And so that's something we try to make sure that we really focus hard on.
Coach Ross, I've enjoyed our time with you, and I know you've got a million things to do between now and next Friday. One of the things that we always say here in Tennessee is if you're practicing on Thanksgiving Day, you've had a great year. And here's hoping that you're practicing in early December.
Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate the opportunity to talk with y'all. All
right, I'm going to look you up between now and next football season, and shake your hand and introduce myself. And I appreciate you spending time with us. And sorry we didn't get you on earlier in the year, but we hope to be a little closer to you next year. We're hoping to maybe pick up a radio station on the other side of the mountain. Okay.
Yeah, certainly. That'd be great. You're welcome anytime, and I appreciate it.
All right, Ricky Ross, the head coach for Marion County, joining us here on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.